We have to do a better job of guarding the perimeter. We have to hustle for those rebounds. We simply cannot allow them to keep. Did I just get you trying to be a leader?
Are you trying to win?
Sweet Jesus! Lord have mercy!
All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. So I wanted to check out this video from Commissioner Dynamo. Great channel if you guys haven't heard of it. I'm going to link it down below in the description like I always do. Highly recommend checking it out. But this one is titled Clippers Wave Chris Paul and What's Left of Their Dignity. I wanted to talk about this just simply because, I mean, guys, I'm going to break it down so simple. The Clippers are not contending for anything. They're lucky if they even make the playoffs this year, which I don't think they're going to do. But it's early enough to say maybe you're going to make the playoffs. But everybody, including their front office, should know there's not a chance in hell they're going to win anything this year. They're not winning a championship. They're not even going to get close. So you've got Chris Paul, who chose you guys to make his farewell tour and retire as a Clipper because of his glory days in LA, and he's the best Clipper that you guys have ever had. Like, the best run you've ever had was with Chris Paul at the helm. All you got to do is get through this 1 year. He's going to retire. You retire his jersey, but what do you do instead? Clippers front office. What do you do instead? You can him. You send him home. Like, you shame him on his farewell tour. This is, to me, completely unacceptable. Like, just play out the year. Just play it out. You could bench him for the rest of the year. I don't care. Let him play out his final year. And then say goodbye. Retire his jersey. That's it. Game over. Move on with your life. Maybe next year you'll be a contender, but you're not this year. So anyways, that's how I feel about the whole thing, in case you guys were wondering. Now let's see what Dynamo has to say. Guys, like I said, I'm linking the original video down below in the description. Also, you see a list of channel members. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate you all. Like the vid if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. It all helps. Let's do this. This is just ridiculous.
A franchise in tumult. A diabolical domain that even rats wouldn't dare call home, out of fear of being waived.
I have so much gratitude for Steve Ballmer, for L. Frank, T. Lou, Gillian, everybody in the Clippers organization for bringing me in.
You really shouldn't have come back, Mr. White.
These were the Clippers at their highest hype in years, and this is them now. Who knew that trading every vital organ in your body for a pallbearer would bring you closer to the grave? Even bearded snakes can't handle the venom.
I challenge you. In what ways? Every way. The situation here is difficult.
Excuse me, my apologies. Word on the courts is that Intuit Dome is being called the most expensive prison on Earth.
Oh, no.
A prison that houses a one-time weapon of mass destruction. Unfortunately, he runs on the bark of trees. With an out-for-season Bradley E. Coyote and a roster full of rusted crutches, one can only wonder how low this game of draconian limbo will go.
You're cooking, man. You're cooking.
Tear down this wall.
As you've probably heard by now, Chris Paul is being let go unceremoniously by the Clippers right in the middle of his farewell tour. Well, not even the middle. The beginning, if we're being honest. And he relayed this news on IG during creeper hours sometime.
Okay, from stuff that, I was watching yesterday trying to figure all this out, like, okay, we've seen James Harden recently over the last week. They asked him, like, what do you need to do to fix the problem, blah, blah, blah. He's, it's just really difficult here right now. And then you have Kawhi Leonard saying the exact same stuff last week. It's just really difficult right now. And you know what my assumption is? Chris Paul is a winner. That's all he's thinking about. He's thinking about winning mentality. What do we have to do to solve the problem? Let's freaking win. Who's leading this charge? That's Chris Paul for you. I don't think that fits in with the Clippers because the Clippers are a bunch of freaking losers now. Like, the whole organization is a loser mentality, from the top all the way to the bottom. You may think, they got Kawhi Leonard, they got James Harden, they got stars. These stars aren't winners. They're just not. They're cashing in the check. Like, that's who they've always been. Kawhi had some success early on, but that's what he had to do in order to get the big check. And now that he has the big checks, we've seen what he's done. He doesn't show up. James Harden, we know who he is at this point. So I don't think Chris Paul was meshing well with them because he's thinking, hey, we got all this talent. Let's go win a championship, right?
Time between 2, 3, or 4 a.m. What's befallen the Clippers amuses me greatly. It tickles my funny bone. It enriches my soul. I don't like that franchise, nor do I like its highly touted and celebrated older brother, that is the Lakers. Well, I don't like the current iteration of the Lakers that's been around for about 10 years or more. Over
the last 20 years or so, I've rooted for the Clippers a little bit, just out of spite to the Lakers, thinking it'll be cool if another LA team could win something. Not anymore, man. Not anymore. You lost that part of me. It's done. I ain't rooting for you guys no more.
But I don't like the both of these organizations for two different reasons. The Clippers are the Lakers if everything the Lakers ever attempted failed.
Yeah.
And how they've done Chris Paul is mightily disrespectful. I've made plenty of jokes about Chris Paul in the past, but that man is a historic player.
Yep.
And he deserves better than this.
He does.
It's being reported that Chris Paul had a falling out with the organization purely due to him questioning and critiquing moves and non-moves made by the front office and coaching staff. Per Shams, Chris Paul and his leadership style clashed with the Clippers.
Okay. Because that's what I was assuming. The leadership style clashed with them, which is ridiculous because he's just a winner. He's trying to win. So if you're clashing with a winner mentality, then that means you just don't want to win and you want to get rid of this guy so you can continue with your loser mentality in the locker room.
Somewhat vague. But
Hold on, I do want to read that whole thing now. Chris Paul and his leadership style clash with the Clippers. Sources tell ESPN. Paul has been vocal in holding management, coaches, and players accountable. Nice, sounds like a leader. Which team felt became disruptive. Yeah, it's disrupted to your loser mentality. Specifically, Ty Lue was not on speaking terms with Chris Paul for several weeks. Interesting. I didn't expect a conflict between Ty Lue and Chris Paul. Huh. Okay.
Paul and his leadership style clashed with the Clippers. That's somewhat vague, but I think something like this happened. The Heat have 12 triples and 18 tries. We have to do a better job of guarding the perimeter. We have to hustle for those rebounds. We simply cannot allow them to keep... Nigga, did I just get you trying to be a leader?
You trying to win?
Sweet Jesus! Lord have mercy! My baby!
We don't do that around here.
We don't do that here, Chris. There's never been a leader on this team, at least since you last left it. I guess Pat Bev was the leader for a time, but now he's leading from behind bars.
Ooh.
If there was a leader on the Clippers, they wouldn't have blown a 3-1
I heard
lead
what he did. Yeah, stay behind bars.
To the Nuggets in the bubble. That same leader also wouldn't have allowed the Heat to go on a 30-2 run. I saw Kawhi.exe drop 36 points, and there were people in the comments saying, he needs a better team. Kawhi did everything out there. I mean, I'd expect him to. He's never there.
Yeah.
He so far missed half the season. Shows up for work and has one great day after missing over half of them. Oh, he needs another team.
You know what's funny is I was like talking to a friend of mine about Kawhi, and I'm like, actually, he's playing more than I've seen him play in a long time. But yeah, it's still like only half the games. That's sad. That's sad because I'm used to not seeing him for like a half a season at a time.
Poor Kawhi. Please. Talking about poor Kawhi.
Poor Kawhi.
You should be saying poor Harden. Because he's actually been there nearly every single game this season. I hate saying this.
Yeah.
I really do. It gives me indigestion complimenting a strip club Yelp reviewer. But I must, because he's really been balling.
Yeah,
and it's
fair.
just him out there most of the time.
Yeah, it won't matter come playoff time, no matter what. So I've seen this. At least he's showing up for work. I'll give him 1 star for showing up to work every day. That's cool. Jaja Binks.
Wait, this is the updated hate list. This is after John Morant's "You're a Bum" climbed the Billboard Op 100. So, yeah. And keep it up, LeBron. You'll be back in the top 5 as well. He used to be up there like a year or two ago. If I had a list back then, he would have been in the top 5.
Boy.
Because this right here...
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I'll be talking about this on a separate one.
Ooh, all right. Let me not for this video.
Yeah.
Lou
Me
Williams
too.
had said
Me
there
too.
were some scenarios where Chris Paul was holding people accountable, from players to coaching staff up to the front office. That, Lou Williams said, is the straw that broke the camel's back. Accountability is wave-worthy now on the Clippers.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's kind of the case on other teams as well in the league. But seriously, how defunct of an organization are you, Clippers?
I mean, to be fair, we've seen that trend when it comes to coaches over the last couple of years. Coaches who leave the players, or coaches who hold the players accountable for their performance on the court, they get canned the next day. So I guess now we're doing it with team leaders too. It's stupid, isn't it? This is ridiculous.
Chris Paul's being waived in general, to me, is such a fruitless affair.
Yep.
It's not like you guys had headway. You're near bottom of the conference. What harm is there in keeping him on the roster?
I know.
But Chris Paul was washed. This whole organization is, I can't even say they're washed. Nobody wants to put this radioactive rag in a washer with other clothes.
Yep.
I thought the Pacers waving Mac.
It's a dumpster fire. Oh, yeah, this pissed me off, too. I was so happy to finally hear he had an actual contract. Like, it was more than a 10-day from what I understood. And then he just gets waived again. I don't understand. I don't understand. How many years you have to be the G League MVP? Like, how much you got to dominate that just to get one season in the NBA? Just 1 year. Give him a shot.
Klung was pointless. This is even more pointless. Well, I'd say they're both the same amount of pointless. I don't see the vision in either of these moves. Ooh, look at that. Shams dropped his shampoo. What do you call that? I don't know. Damn, it just had to happen in the middle of this video. And then Danny Phantom is trending? Oh, for Fortnite skin? I don't care about that. What an undesirable franchise the Clippers are. I can't imagine any free agent wanting to go there. They barely have a past, and now they have no future.
Yeah.
If Harden were to request a trade, I wouldn't even blame him. His suffering in basketball Tartarus brings me great joy.
You gotta bust out that fat suit, man.
What's the point of his continuing to stay there? To play alongside an AFK clanker? Bills out for the season, injured players left and right? Clippers fans at the very least had this Chris Paul farewell tour to look at and appreciate for the rest of the season, but now you have nothing. Well, you already had nothing, but now you have nothing squared.
You're a maniac. That was a great video. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, you've heard what I have to say, what I think about the Clippers. I think they're an absolute joke. It's an embarrassment. I'm no longer ever defending the Clippers or anything they ever do ever again. This is ridiculous, guys. You know, like, oh, man, if they were on pace to win a championship or something, and they're like, no, even that, let the guy play out his last year. That's it. Just let him play out his last year. He's earned it. What's he been in the league for, like 21 years, I think, at this point? Let it end the right way. You know, he wasn't going around burning bridges like a LeBron James or something. You know, this guy gave you the best years of your organization's lifetime. Just let him have one season. I don't know. This drives me crazy. Honestly, like, you know, for those of you who know, I'm a Phoenix Suns fan. We're having a decent year over here. But I actually hope we extend him an olive branch and let him retire here, because we loved him here. You know, he was very appreciated here. We loved him. We kind of did him dirty. I think it would be a nice gesture if we say, hey, you know, come on over here. And I guess he didn't play here long enough to retire the jersey, but I don't know, man. He just deserves better than this. So he's not going to come in here and like disrupt the team. He's going to come in here and probably give some much needed leadership, because we were the best when he was around leading our crew. So anyways, I guess that's it. I don't have anything else to say. This is total BS. It's a complete trash is what this is. You don't treat a guy like this at the very end. You know, that's like dedicating your whole life to a company. You never, you know, you worked your ass for the company for 20 years, and you're finally on your final year, and then it's over. Like, everyone knows I'm retiring after this year. And then 6 months before you get to that point, they fire you. They lay you off. You know, that's just not okay. You just don't do that. Let him end the journey. Anyways, I'm out of here, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Like the vid if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. And most importantly, it's the be water, my friends.